What's up, beautiful people? Genesis here with peas in a pod. So, breaking news! New York is planning to change how some of its best schools choose their students. And some people are going crazy, including Asian people. So for this episode, we're going to talk about what exactly is happening in New York. That's right, I said New York with my New York accent. My name's Paulie from Brooklyn. That's how, okay, alright, done. We're going to talk specifically about why this is happening and why Asian people are going crazy. And we'll close off with if you're planning to come to America for high school or for college, how you can react to some of these changes. So tune in for another episode of Peas in a Pod. So glad you're joining in. So earlier last week, New York's Mayor Blasio announced plans that he basically wants to change how some of the best high schools in New York, the article called them specialized schools, but really that means the best. They're going to change how these schools choose their students. Basically like the high school SAT, or in short, the SHSAT. It sounds like bleep that out, right? Instead of that, adjustments will be made so that schools can become more diverse. Greetings, my fellow New Yorkers. This is your Mayor Blasio. I just want to let you know that we want to make our schools, our best schools, more diverse. We want to have more Mexicans, we want to have more blacks, we want to have all types of colors. And so we're taking out admissions tests. And you've got Asian parents basically going like,
Huh? 你不会考试吗？我吓他们，白痴。
So basically, Mayor de Blasio and even the school chancellor of New York wants to diversify New York's best schools, which means allowing students from Mexican, African American families to enter these top schools. The reality is that a good number of students from these ethnic backgrounds do not come from the richest families. And in America, in order to be able to prepare really well for tests, you need money to hire tutors, to go to test prep classes. And a lot of these students from these families don't have that money. And so even though they're really gifted, they have a lot of other talents, they are in their own ways brilliant. A lot of times, since they don't know how to take the test, they never get the chance to go to these schools. But the thing is, I think that the reason that some Asian families don't think this is fair is, as one of my Chinese friends puts it, Chinese people are really good at taking tests. And this is because, one, this is a big part of Asian culture, whether it's, mainland Chinese families, Koreans, Japanese. In these countries, the way to get into college was by taking a test. And, honestly, I think that it's not, in my own opinion, it's not Asian children and teenagers who are mad at this new policy. I think it's their parents. We Asian children are probably going to be really happy that we don't have to take tests. We don't want to take tests. Who likes taking tests? Our parents, they like us passing tests and getting into the best schools.
妈，爸，我受不了啊，我跳下来了。
But joking aside, I get why Asian parents would be angry over this. You've sacrificed so much of your time and your money and your energy to making your kid succeed, and all of a sudden, the system is gone. You see, I was actually a former college admissions counselor. And so, being inside the industry, there's one key phrase that's key to understanding American college admissions, at least, and it seems like it's bleeding down to high school admissions. That key phrase is holistic admissions. And what holistic admissions basically means is it's not just about your test scores, it's about your personality. And there are several reasons for this. Yes, some schools especially emphasize racial diversity. The second is that the reality is unlike like even 10 years ago. There are so many students applying to colleges. Basically, most people have perfect test scores. So instead, you want to look at their personality. And honestly, clarifying what this whole personality concept means is really not so simple. But to make it simple, some of the questions that admissions officers will be asking is, does a student have passion in life? They want them to be full human beings, or in other words, another important college admissions phrase to describe them is colleges want their students to be well-rounded.
Hey, you mean like this?
You really do need to focus on making yourself well-rounded. It can be as simple as finding a subject that you actually really love studying, that actually inspires you to live life. If you're interested in singing, if you're interested in fashion, if you're interested in arts, if you're interested in politics, do activities. But then some of you might be asking, I don't know, Genesis, my dad usually says things like,
到底是什么？你要说 fashion 吗？你会找到什么工作？找到什么工作呀？
But look, I'll be really honest with you, if your parents talk like that, they're just wrong. You see, the reality is for most people, your job after college is not going to be so much influenced by your major. Surprise. Because at the end of the day, there's more to life than test scores and grades. And if you focus on things that actually inspire you, that you actually love, that fill you with passion, whatever, your life will be more exciting and you'll be more exciting. Guys, this is Genesis again with Peas in a Pod. Thank you so much for joining me. It's nice. It's still in my hands. I'm not a violent person. Also, thank you so much for those who have been participating in our polls. We love hearing from you, and it's great to be creating our episodes with you guys. So stay tuned for more episodes. And again, we here at Peas in a Pod. We're here all for you. So until next time, guys, much love. Take care.